Here's a collection of actual crimes committed by really dumb criminals. Just sit back and enjoy the insanity as we present. Stupid crime stories you just won't believe. In December of 2018, a 24-year-old Florida man walked into a Kohl's department store. Since it was holiday season, he figured it would be a good time to apply for a job. He entered the store at around 3:20 p.m. and went to the Human Resources department for an interview. So far, he sounds like an industrious young man who wants to earn an honest living. Not so fast. Remember, these videos are about stupid crimes and this video is no exception. You see, it's what happens after the job interview that makes this a stupid crime. After he completed the interview, the young man decided to wander around the store. He eventually wound up in the shoe department. He then started searching through the Nike shoe section until he found a pair without a security tag. He then leaves the store and retrieves a bag from a recent shopping trip. He goes back inside the store, grabs the pair of shoes he had been looking at and approaches the customer service desk where there was a line. Apparently, he was unable to make a clean getaway at the moment and he was waiting for someone to leave the area. He eventually goes back to the shoe department, takes a second pair of shoes and walks out of the store. All of his actions were being observed by store security. They called police and he was apprehended by Hernando County officers in the parking lot as he approached his car. Deputies said he had stolen 2 pairs of Nike women's shoes with a total value of $150. He told deputies the items were a gift for his mother. Maybe he planned on telling his mom it was an employee discount. One can only imagine how much he may have stolen had he been hired by Kohl's. So he started the day needing a job. Now he needs a lawyer. The man was transported to the Hernando County Detention Center and charged with retail theft. His bond was set at $500. In 2019, a 36-year-old man walked into a Sportsman's Warehouse store. Once inside, he picked up a pair of sunglasses and removed the tags. Next, he grabbed a pack of bullets and did the same. He then used a rewards card to buy other items. The stolen sunglasses and bullets totaled about $150. Though he was able to leave the store, all his activities had been captured on store security cameras. The theft was immediately reported to police. Then the unthinkable happened. The man returned 3 hours later. Only this time, he was applying for a job. He asked for a job application and stole 2 more pairs of sunglasses as he was leaving. However, the store had already called law enforcement and they arrived before he had a chance to leave. They were able to identify him because he used a rewards card during his previous visit. They also viewed surveillance camera footage which showed him removing the tags from the items. Police gave him a citation for the alleged thefts and recovered all of the stolen items. In 2019, 3 women were out shopping together. Each woman had a small child with her. They chose a Bambi baby store located in New Jersey. Baby Bambi is a specialty store that sells many high-end baby products. Their strollers are priced anywhere from $200 to $2,000. As you can see in the surveillance photo, 2 of the women entered the store with their children. The third woman is seen holding her child as she waits outside. Once inside, the 2 women began to distract the store's employee. Meanwhile, the third woman can be seen in the surveillance video folding up a stroller and then casually walking out the front door while the employee was distracted. At some point, the other 2 women leave the store and join her outside. Mission accomplished. Well, not quite. The woman who stole the stroller forgot something. Recall that she was waiting outside while holding a child. But as she leaves with the stolen stroller, you don't see her child. This woman stole a stroller and left her little girl in the store. The other 2 women each left with their child, but no one thought about the third toddler. The store's manager said that he initially noticed the stroller was gone, but didn't want to jump to any conclusions until he was able to see the store's surveillance footage. Once he viewed the video, he was able to confirm the stroller had been taken. About the same time, the woman realized her little girl was left behind and she is seen running back to get her. This was almost 6 minutes after she had left the store with the stroller. The manager then confronted the woman and said, "Hey, I'm pretty sure you guys stole my stroller. I'd like it back." The woman grabbed the child and ran off. The manager then called 911. Bambi Baby even posted the following comment on their Facebook page. Need your help catching this thief. Walked in with friends and her child, stole the stroller and left her kid behind. Unreal. It happened in our Middletown, New Jersey store. The store's owner later acknowledged that while he was concerned about the theft, that's not what bothered him the most. He said in an interview, "What I take major offense to is the children. Don't do that with your children. If you need to steal for a living, that's a personal problem, that's a personal issue. But when you bring children that have no idea what's going on, that affected me." He was even more troubled that these women were so preoccupied with shoplifting they forgot their own child. Investigators located and arrested two of the women, aged 20 and 23. Both were from the UK. The third woman remained at large. The stolen stroller was returned to the store. According to the store's owner, they stole a $300 English stroller that would have been cheaper if they bought it overseas. Not surprising. There were a number of sympathetic comments for these women after the story broke. Some people saw a desperate woman who only wanted a stroller for her child. Well, not exactly. Turns out these ladies are professional thieves and this is something they've been doing for a long time. But even the best of criminals make stupid mistakes and get caught. It's also interesting to note that a fairly decent stroller could have been purchased at Walmart for under $40. But then, if your goal is to steal, no price is probably low enough for you. The women arrested faced charges of shoplifting and conspiracy. In 2021, an Oklahoma mother was home alone with her two small children when she heard what sounded like someone trying to break in. Upon investigating, she discovered that a female intruder was already inside her home. The startled criminal quickly ran out without taking anything. When police arrived, they searched around the home and could clearly see where the woman had removed the window screen and used a board to open the window. After looking around, they also discovered some interesting clues. There was a bottle of water and an empty bag of Cheetos snacks on the floor in front of the open window. According to the homeowner, the bag of Cheetos did not come from inside her house. Thus, it was clear that the Cheetos belonged to the suspect. Apparently, she didn't realize someone was home when she broke in. Once the mother surprised her, she dropped the snacks and jumped back out the window. Moments later, officers detained a woman nearby they deemed suspicious. After they started to question her, they noticed that her teeth were covered with an orange stain. They held up the bag of Cheetos and it was a perfect match, thus linking her to the crime. Once they brought her back to the house, the homeowner was able to make a positive identification. And thanks to the bag of Cheetos, the intruder couldn't deny it. She gave officers no reason for committing the crime. The Tulsa Police Department couldn't wait to share this stupid crime on their Facebook page. They said that this is a good reminder that Cheeto dust can be pretty hard to get rid of. The woman, later identified as Sharon Carr, was arrested on first-degree burglary charges. This isn't the first time Cheetos helped officers solve a crime. In 2008, Minnesota police responded to a report of someone breaking into a vending machine at the Arlington Hills Community Recreation Center. When they arrived, they could see that someone had used a chair to break the glass and steal most of the snacks from the machine. But they also noticed something else. There was a trail of Cheetos on the ground leading from the vending machine. They simply followed the trail of Cheetos and it eventually led them to a nearby home. With the help of someone who had witnessed the crime, they were able to confirm that the thieves were inside. They easily busted the snack bandits. No sniffer dogs, no crime labs or DNA samples. Just using the sheer stupidity of the criminals to solve the case. Sometimes that's all it takes. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Our weekly videos will feature such topics as stupid crime stories, classic TV, and the real stories behind popular songs from the past and present. There will be even more categories as we continue to grow.